Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII-2, the Zodiac Brave story, Yuna's concert. I'm the Serious JG. Last time I paused the game right after I meant to because we just started a cinematic, I believe.
He's gone.
What the fuck, man? So Cocoon is gone. I don't even know if I noticed that happening as part of playing through off screen to grind. I took Cocoon, what of it? This game is all about impressive looking bosses that aren't that challenging sometimes, and other times they crush you. There's definitely a feel to this game that how tough a monster look has nothing to do with whether or not they're dangerous. Defensive role Sentinel. An efficient battle strategy is the key to victory. Use LB to perform a paradigm shift to a current select a paradigm better suited for your current battle situation. When up against a powerful enemy, switch to Twin Shields, a defensive paradigm dominated by Sentinels that can mitigate damage. Gog Magog uses the powerful attack Swipe. When you see him about to unleash the attack, press LB to do a paradigm shift. And this is how boss battles worked in Final Fantasy XIII as well. Like major attacks would be telegraphed, and you have to switch to an all-Sentinel paradigm, or you were going to get killed. Sentinel's role bonus is damage reduction, and switching in an ally designated to this role will immediately activate this passive bonus. This defensive role is crucial when fighting monsters that deal heavy blows. But as our Sentinels are set up right now, they can't actually damage anyone. So it'll actually say swipe when he's about to swipe, and at that time, we need to switch. And still, see, we still take damage. So we should have this. Matter of fact, I may not even bother to switch paradigms the next time he swipes. Although I will. Because it doesn't take long. And we have no way to heal, so I don't want to take extra damage. I don't think I have two Ravagers set up as a paradigm. This time I'll just eat it. Although you can see it does a lot of damage. But I knew it was really close to winning. Although I didn't get 5 stars, I'm a little annoyed, but not a big deal. We got Phoenix down. I'm so mad. Fragment discovered. Gog Magog Fragment Alpha. Fragments. By resolving the anomalies along the timeline, you will obtain special objects known as fragments. Fragments are memories of time solidified into shards, each containing a valuable piece of knowledge or slice of history. To view which fragments you currently possess, press Y to access the main menu and select fragments. There are 160 fragments hidden in the world. Total fragments can tell you how many of them you have discovered. So let's look at our fragments. Monster bits. Gog Magog Fragment Alpha. Best of the Bestiary. Gog Magog is a giant of the void beyond. Banished from this world for violating the laws of time, the beast forever wanders the void in search of escape. Many enhancements were needed to contain its immense power. The charms and magic seals that cover the beast are mute testament to the courage of those who banished it. Sounds pretty neat. Rift Beast Vermin. Unremarkable. Unremarkable. And the Void-born Gog Magog. Unremarkable. I don't know, he seems pretty remarkable. He's supposed to have seals or something on him, right? Ancient Autonoma, Pulsework Soldier. We don't really get, like, bios on any of this stuff. Gorgonopsid. He can bestow bravery. Good for him.
This is so bizarre. All you can do is laugh.
Haha. Koopow! Koopow pow! It's actually not Koopow that way. But, what's going on? Respond. So we got 300 gil.
We made it.
So glad we made it. Wait up, I'm gonna get treasure first, obviously. 2 Gyshal greens. I can come chat with the leader of... Why, I'm not controlling the camera all of a sudden. I thought I was gonna talk to fake Waka.
What is that place? Noel, do you know?
Oh, there's an image of someplace that they can now see.
What happened to Cocoon? It's not there.
Well, you're looking at a different time. That's the world I come from.
They're in mountain time.
In my world, Cocoon doesn't exist. When I was born.
As an aside, I had a conversation, like kind of joking around with some work friends about how, like, Denver just needs to get over itself. You can be Western time, you can be Central time. You don't need your own time zone, Denver. Mountain time sucks. And Arizona could fuck off for their lack of daylight savings time.
Ragnarok appeared and Cocoon fell.
I don't know, like 3?
Well, it's 3 a.m. So that was 3 years ago.
She logicked through it.
For me,
It's 3 as fuck.
700 years in the past.
So you're 697 years in the
I was born
future?
and raised in another time. 700 years in the future.
No, 697. We've established that.
I knew it. I knew you weren't from this world.
Unless he's from 703 AD or
I'm the last of
AF.
humanity.
Stop touching her. I mean, it.
Sarah, I can take you there. We can find Lightning together. I know she wants to see you. You're full of it. Yeah, that's impossible. Lightning's gone, man.
Godot,
We're waiting for you.
Noel, do you know where my sister is?
She's in Valhalla.
Come with me.
If you want to leave.
What's happening?
What's going on, Holmes? Dude.
It's a time gate.
Oh, well, obviously. I mean, we can see that now.
What the? It's like a portal. Lightning is in a place called Valhalla. She's waiting on the other side.
La 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 la.
I couldn't turn my eyes away.
It was so
I knew
ugly.
The answer lay beyond that gate. The answer to my doubts and dreams.
Oops. Dreams.
On the broad plain beneath Cocoon, my sister once celebrated my marriage to Snow.
She said
I remember her
congrats.
smile like it was yesterday. But sometime when I wasn't looking, she disappeared.
She went to Valhalla. That's how bad she wanted to avoid me. She went to the Viking afterlife.
Lightning, are you out there? Did I dream that day on Pulse, or did it really happen?
Did you actually
Noel
say
says he can
congrats?
find you. But is he telling the truth?
Or is he a lying stud? Well, anyway, let's teleport back to
Noel's
town now.
world was a terrible place where Cocoon did not exist. He had traveled back in time to change that bleak future. Or so he told us.
But we're not going to
Listen,
bother to fill you
when
in.
different eras overlap, all kinds of crazy stuff happens. Objects from different times get mixed up. If you want to open a gate and travel through time, you have
I
to
guess,
find
like,
those objects. They're called
LeBro or whatever her
artifacts.
name is back.
Artifacts?
The keys to the future. They're anachronisms, relics of a different world. Basically, things that don't belong
At least she doesn't
to
have an
time.
Australian accent. I got to give Sarah that.
Be able to use it to open the gate. Then we could cross time and travel to Lightning's world.
Could Noel be telling the truth? Beyond that
Quickly,
gate,
voiceover
someplace
before the
called
members of
Valhalla.
Nora start developing
Is
personalities.
Lightning alive and waiting for me? Can I dare to hope again after all this time?
Hope is a character too.
I
Where's he
want to
living?
believe.
He's in New
I want my
Polum.
sister back.
I want my sister back, sister back, sister back. I want my sister back, sister back, sister back. Billy's baby back sisters. I said Billy's instead of Chili's for some reason. Barbecue sauce.
So much happened the night the meteorite fell.
You didn't even get to see all of it. We actually edited some of it out.
I wonder if anyone slept.
Not me, man. Me and Noel were just doing it like bunnies all night. Actually, it is a nice thing about this game is is like you have a male and female protagonist, and they go through the whole game without really having a whole lot of flirting and that kind of stuff. They're just able to actually function as a team achieving a mission together. You can access party paradigms in the Chrysanthemum. And there's we got LeBreau's Olive Tattoo, which means we did our live triggers well enough. Because if you get... sometimes you get a potion, which basically means the game thinks you fucked up the live triggers. And sometimes you can skip them if you're, just skipping past cinemas. It won't give you the triggers. So, leveling up in the Chrysanthemum... or the Chrysarium, really. I call it the Chrysanthemum because I'm wacky. It works a little different in this game. So, basically... you don't have a choice about which node to get next, like you occasionally did in Final Fantasy XIII. Final Fantasy XIII, these crystals were connected, and it took a certain number of points to move from one to the other, but the crystals contain specific bonuses. In this one, you don't really see what the bonus it has is, except that there are small crystals and there are big crystals, and when you do a big crystal... you will get a bonus, because every time you level up, you have to pick up which role you want to level up in. Because instead of having different chrysanthemums for each role, you now have one chrysanthemum, and you choose, do I want to put another point in Commando, Ravager, or Sentinel? And what you do on the small ones doesn't really make a difference. You just get a random assortment of boosts. There you got Strength +1, HP +3. When you do the big ones, you get... well, you learn Thunder, because you learn things at different levels. When you reach level 3 of Ravager, regardless of which crystal you do that on, you learn Thunder. But now we get +2 hit points, but we get Ravager bonus at +2 magic. But for example, we do a Ravager here, we just get our hit points, and then we get another big one. Now this time we do Commando. We get +2 attack. If we were to go then to switch over to Sentinel, boom, we get our 13 hit points. That's kind of randomized. But then we do Sentinel on a big one. We get our thing plus, we get a Sentinel bonus of 6 hit points. So, you do have some control over how your stats develop by choosing which roll bonus, what roll am I going to level up on a big crystal, because that one I have control over what my stats become. And pretty much most guides recommend, because Sarah is better as a Ravager and Noel is better as a Commando, that you level up Sarah as a Ravager on the big circles, because you get a Ravager bonus. You level up Noel as a Commando on the big circles because you get a Strength power-up. And any other things that you want to level up for them, try to stick with doing the small crystals. Sentinel always gets you hit points, and 6 hit points is not as important as 2 Strength or 2 Magic. And then some of the other ones, like I think Medic always gives you hit points, so you never want to do that on a big crystal. And then Sentinel and Saboteur gives you magic or hit points depending on whether you're at an odd level or an even level. And Sentinel, it's weird. But I've got a system of a way I want to do it. I'm going to try to max out Sarah's magic and Noel's physical attack. And that's pretty much it. Because you can, essentially, if you're trying to min-max your stats, you can only go up to level 99 as a Commando. And then you can't do it anymore. So if you burn a bunch of Commando level ups on small spots, what basically means is you have not maximized your number of opportunities to get +2 strength. So we'll give him 1 hit point. None of this is going to stick because I'm going to load the game, but both Sarah and Stud always get, so I'm not being very careful about how I do this, but both Sarah I didn't mean to hit Ravager again. Oh well. Sarah and Stud always at the same level of total chrysanthemum points. Although I guess there's a small stretch of game much later where Sarah is separated from Noel. Yeah.
Now don't start whining.
Oh, never mind. The section that you have to jump over is gone. So we can't be right before the final boss battle having an indicator telling us what button to press to jump.
Morning.
LeBro was injured saving me yesterday. She looks fine this morning. How do I respond? Sorry about yesterday. Good morning, Kupo. Good morning to you, and good morning. I think I said sorry about yesterday, and she said, like, don't worry about it, whatever. So let's try good morning, Kupo, and see how she responds to us being an idiot.
LeBro, good morning. Kupo. Good morning, Kupo. You win. I can't compete with morning people.
What the hell is that?
Mornings are what I do best.
I love it when people die. I'm great at mourning them.
Time for you to move on, huh?
Kupo.
You were up late last night, Mackie. Big project?
No, I was just really excited about Stud.
Yeah, I was working on something for Snow. That thing, you know.
You know the thing? The snow thing?
Listen, I don't think you can trust that guy.
Nah.
So, you're just taking him at his word?
Are you sure I can't wear your clothes like you mentioned earlier? That would be awesome, actually, if we could do that.
I guess you're right. It's just hard after I had that dream about lightning. You know what I mean?
Know what I mean? Nudge, nudge. Say no more.
Noel doesn't seem to be a bad guy. Still.
It's not a stud like me. And you deserve a stud, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. Listen, what's the deal with you and that Noel guy anyway?
You didn't even give me a chance to say anything to you.
Would you stop me?
Let you run off with some con artist? I'd beat him half to death first.
Then I'd beat you to full death.
Wish Snow was here right now.
He's a wise and capable leader.
Let's meet outside once you're ready, okay?
I'm gonna kidnap you.
I slept great. Just like being at home.
Oh, I slept like only you're the hunter from the future can. He's a hunter, folks, and he's from the future. This has been established.
Sarah, wait up for me.
Sure thing, stud.
All this talk
Sarah,
about
sorry.
artifacts and gates and time travel. To be honest, I don't know if I'm ready to believe it.
Sounds like a whole bunch of
Sarah.
crap.
There's still so much I don't understand myself.
For example,
If we can
am I
actually
stud?
find an
Is Snow
artifact,
stud?
Then I'll know what I've been saying is true.
Is JG ever going to explain that for the benefit of those who didn't watch the last LP?
Your doubts to rest as well. So what do you think? Will you search for the answers with me?
That's a hell of an answer you just gave there. The Moogle's Bauble. When searching for artifacts and treasure spheres, pay attention to the Moogle's Bauble. It will glow in the vicinity of special items and other treasures. Find the places that trigger the Moogle's Bauble, and then uncover
Give
using
me a
the
chance and I'll prove that it's true. I'll answer as best I can.
Oh, wow. Now, what's the Moogle? What's this gate? A world without Cocoon? How do you know lightning? Let's ask about the Moogle, which is not what I asked off screen, but who cares?
Is this really a Moogle?
It sure looks like one. But to be honest, I really don't know. Lightning just called him a good luck charm.
So he could be a four-leaf clover in disguise, or perhaps a rabbit's foot.
That's what she said in the dream I had.
You saw the future. What that means.
You're Miss Cleo. Oh, you can't talk to me anymore, so never mind.
You know, I was thinking, if Noel here really is from the future, he must be pretty curious about this time period.
He's
That's true.
curious about
We should probably
knowledge.
explain a few
His
things.
laser eyes.
I'm all ears.
We were all born and raised on Cocoon. But 3 years ago,
music of the
our home
exposition.
fell out of the sky. We couldn't rely on the broken foul sea anymore. So, most of us
Wait,
made
I
the
thought
decision
Cocoon
to leave
disappeared. I
the
thought that's what...
Weren't there millions
Oh, it
of
came
people
back when we
living
defeated
there?
Gog Magog, maybe?
Must have been pretty
I don't know
bad.
what's going on. I'm already don't know what's going on. It's
But on
barely
Pulse, we had to
started
deal
this
with new
game.
hardships, like vicious monsters and a lack of provisions.
Hmm.
Sounds like a rough time.
Sounds pretty neat.
Yeah.
but eventually things settled down, and some former military types helped get things organized.
Ugh, sorry.
Now there's a growing town at the base of Cocoon's pillar. The guys who used to be in charge are long gone.
How did you end up in this place then?
Our leader, Snow, suggested we live somewhere near the ocean. We used to live in a seaside town on Cocoon, so it was like we were rebuilding our home. Snow and the rest of us were used to fighting monsters and getting our hands dirty.
This is pretty
So
neat.
we pretty much settled back into our old way of life.
Including beating up the Sanctum, who no longer
It's not around
exists.
right now, so we do the best we can. But if Lightning were back, everything would be so much better.
She would rule over this township with an iron
Your
fist.
sister being gone is the reality.
Food.
How about it, future boy? Do you want a quick history lesson?
I'm not a future boy. So yeah, she will repeat that explanation as many times as we want.
But some folks have even learned how to use magic, like our Sarah.
There's no explanation for that at all. We couldn't be bothered. We're now in a mystic timeline.
I think Mog has found something.
But that's just a cat. Oh, and it's with the one we keep at Nora House.
So Mog
I
is...
wish Mom could have seen this week.
But she went blind from too much fapping. Sorry. I guess the implication is the kid's mom is dead, dead, dead. Hey, cool. I didn't even know you could hop up on this. I'm going to ignore Mog for as long as it will let me.
Looks like they're having fun.
Team Huge. Team
I'm in
Huge.
town for a few days, and this is what I come back to.
Team Huge.
Godot really knows how to work.
I'll bet you anything it's that guy for sure. He looks totally guilty.
What?
What's that now?
What's going on?
I
What's
didn't say
phone?
anything.
You're just gonna like stare at him? He's almost like a plot character. You can't do that, NPC.
I wasn't in town. There was nothing I could have done.
Was this the guy whose girlfriend called him a loser? So they want me to talk to this cat.
The cat isn't an artifact, is it?
No, I don't think so. Maybe the cat could have picked up the artifact.
Or maybe Mog is just hungry and he wants to eat a cat.
After her!
Stay
Destroy her!
The cats have been on edge ever since that
Cats and
rock
Yammer
fell out of
kids,
the
yo.
sky. I've never heard them sound so excited.
It's kind of creepy. Something and something, something and something else.
Next leader's gotta be Godot.
No way it can be that little kid or the chick.
Remind me of Bodum.
So New Bodum reminds you of Bodum? That makes sense.
No, so this is where you got to.
Oh wow, he turned into a cat. Now he can't punch his own hands.
Snow.
Kupo? Oh yeah, she's my pet. Kupo?
You turned Snow into a female pet? Damn, man. They weren't married long at all.
I think we should keep her too. Just as long as she doesn't make a mess in my workshop.
You'll never be leader. It has to be Huge or other guy.
Are you sure you can look after her?
Can't we all do it? I mean, we are one big family, right?
Whoa, my clothes haven't been transformed yet. You can tell it's a flashback. That is an incredibly unnatural looking cat.
Thanks. She's adorable.
She really does have a face.
I thought
Thanks
I
for
could
naming her
hide
after my missing
Lightning.
boyfriend. It
I
doesn't...
saw right
It's
through
not
it.
weird at all.
I lost lightning and then snow.
So they bought me a frog and named it Lightning.
They tried to cheer me up.
Aww.
So it hasn't been all bad.
This scene is essential for us to proceed
No,
with the
not
story.
at all. Life is harder here. compared
Life
to
is simple at Grover's Corners.
But everyone sticks together. Even in the tough times, we have each other. That helps.
Congrats. I mean, wait.
Those friends of yours are like family, aren't they?
It's like Hospitaliano.
Yeah.
Such an idiot. If only Snow was here, why don't you settle down here too? The cat is my only family. If only Lightning was here. I think she, having just got done visiting with the cat that's named after him, I would think she's thinking about her missing husband / fiance.
But without Snow, I still feel as lonely as can be. Even with all these friends.
Am I horny? Oh, you bet.
You and Snow want the same thing.
Because her
I'm sure
husband,
you'll
never
find
mind,
each other
I'm
again.
a terrible person. Thanks for saying that. But that was actually your opportunity to make a pass,
You're way
so...
off track.
Where else should we look?
If a cat isn't the key to time travel, what could possibly be it?
What is an artifact anyway?
Anyways,
Only that it's something that doesn't belong in this time.
maybe it is the cat. I don't get it. Who told you about them? What does one look like? Where should we look? Who told you about all this stuff?
Someone in the future tell you about gates and artifacts?
The future Conan?
Now all I have is memories.
And I keep getting knocked back by some unseen force.
These disturbances.
Yeah, the cat is like knocking him.
On the impact site. I'd say our best bet is to search around the town.
Since it's the only part of the world we're allowed to access at this point in the story.
What should I tell Lily?
Look,
The lily of the
Uncle's
fields?
reacting to the kids.
Yeah, but I don't think he's just looking for playmates.
I just remembered
Although he could be.
I saw you cuddling the Nora house kitty this morning.
That's an essential clue to the story of the game. Seriously? I mean, what the hell? I just remembered something.
I wonder how far they've gotten in constructing that giant elevator.
What?
When I was on Cocoon, I did nothing but watch vid shows.
Now I'm constructing giant elevators, or rather talking about them.
Oh, wow.
And check that girl out with the star pattern shirt.
What? You mean you don't?
Well, the soil is barren. Nothing will grow at all.
So, what do the animals you
We
hunt
have to survive
live
by
off of?
hunting. It's that or starve.
Yesterday, you said you were the last of humanity. What did you mean?
Well, I'm Yor the Hunter from the future.
Just what I said. When I was born, there were fewer humans in the world than live in this village.
There's only like 20 people in this
After a while,
village, dude.
I was the only one left.
Bummer. In the future, Noel said he was the last human left. What do I say to that? How did it come to that? I can't believe it. It was the end of the world, or sort of like an endangered animal. How did it come to that? Maybe we can, like, avoid the
What
catastrophe?
happened?
There were monster attacks and illnesses. People die. But everyone said the same thing
What?
before they passed on. The future is yours.
So, basically, you don't have an answer for us. Since everyone here seems to be thriving and not being killed by monsters.
Looks like they're having fun.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Where is Team Nuge? Team Huge, not Nuge, but...
Hello there, Miss Farron.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, hi there.
This might be a strange question, but have you seen something that shouldn't exist?
Well, your current outfit.
It's a strange question, all right. I wish I could help you, but I've been pretty busy with security duty. Frankly, these days, lots of things seem out of the ordinary.
Oh, yeah, I know. The people here are counting on you guys to protect them. They couldn't survive without Nora.
The new updated slogan now that there's no army for them to be,
At least things
you
have
know,
improved
a
these
match
past
for.
few years. When the town was first built, Nora was in charge of keeping everyone safe and working the fields.
I know that.
Let me tell you, living on Cocoon, you don't learn to grow vegetables.
I know that too. Why are you telling me these things?
Things are almost back to normal on Cocoon. Thanks to the provisional government the army created.
Yes, military juntas are the way to go. What up?
Hey, you guys. Did you see a medical kit lying around anywhere?
You have an
I thought I'd
odd-looking
left one in
face.
Nora house, but I can't seem to find it. I'm guessing someone had a use for it during that ruckus yesterday. Pulse is a dangerous place. and I don't have the supplies to deal with serious injuries.
So I caused them.
Find the kit. Can you bring it to me?
Yeah, whatever. Heart Prism Fragment. New Bodham 3 as fuck. Nora member Nell is missing the medical kit someone used last night during the monster invasion. Search New Bodham for the item and return it to her. Sure.
Thank you. My other kits are practically empty, and we still have people to treat. I put in an order for supplies.
Gotta treat him like a lady.
Deliveries take forever to arrive. I'm counting on you.
Where do deliveries come from these days? Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Boy, you know, it's taken me longer than I expected. I was hoping in one play session to get to the point where I had off-screened and grinded, but I wasn't reading through all the optional dialogue in that, and it's taken a while. But hopefully we'll get there soon. Tune in next time as we continue looking for a fragment or an artifact. Whatever we're doing, we'll do more of it next time. Bye-bye.